Okay guys, who's ready to learn how to make homemade chicken pot pie? Let's get started. Here are all the ingredients you're going to need to learn to cook with me. We're going to start off with carrots and butter and onion. Then we're going to add some flour, some chicken broth, some half and half, salt, pepper, and some garlic salt. Then a little bit later, we're going to skin and cut up our chicken and add some peas but drained out of the can into a delicious pie crust. So who's ready to get started? I am. All you need is a peeler. Simply take it, do like this on your carrot, all the way around, and that's how we're gonna peel 2 carrots. Just take a sharp knife, be careful, and just kind of slice up your onion. I'm just gonna show that a little bit. And then also with your carrot, chop off the ends. I do it. And then as far as the carrot slices, it really just depends how big and little you want them. But I just kind of, let me take this in half here real quick. I just kind of do them like this. So I just kind of take them, just kind of cut them up like this. You can also use a chopper. So I'm going to finish chopping all this and throw them in the butter that's melting as we are chopping. Like I said, I love a chopper. Just simply slice up some vegetables. This has already been chopped. Just kind of take it over a section of it like this. Pardon me for the sound, but the harder you chop, the more you chop, the smaller the vegetables become. So if you want it less, chop less. Just wanted to show you that tip. I have been sauteing the onions and the carrots for about 10 minutes, like I said. We have plenty of grease from the butter. Now we are going to add flour, just real quick. We want to stir that up. We wanted to add enough flour to absorb all the butter that we just sauteed the carrots and the onion in. So I'm just quickly stirring that up, coating all the vegetables. And we also are now at this point going to go ahead and add the pepper. Again, I like the restaurant style pepper. We're going to add some salt and a little bit of garlic salt. All right, again, we're going to stir that up. We're kind of making a roux with the butter and the flour. So here it's kind of caking up. That's fine. All right, now we're going to add some chicken broth to see if we can't stir this up and make it, you know, kind of thinner and creamier, not so thick. So let's get that going. I turned the stove off for just a half a second. All right, so now we are going to stir this up and make a nice creamy sauce for our homemade chicken pot pie. Now with constant stirring, this is not clumpy anymore. It's actually turning very thick and creamy, which is exactly what we want. So now we're also going to add some half and half. So here's about a cup of half and half. Alrighty there. This is just going to make it creamier, more delicious. So we're going to stir that up, and then we're going to be ready to add our chicken and our can of peas. Now we're ready to add that chicken. So in the meantime, to save time, I went ahead and skinned the chicken, chopped it up. I love scissors, like I keep telling you. Literally, I took the whole chicken, just went like that. Love, love, love scissors. I don't care if it's French toast, hot dog, what it is. So we're going to take up a whole rotisserie chicken that I skinned and cut up, add it to our chicken pot pie sauce, and I drained all the juice out of the peas. We're just going to add about 3/4 of a can. You can add the whole can. And then we are literally just going to stir this all together. Hey, it is nice and thick and ready to add to that pie crust. Are you ready? So I already bought some pre-made pie crust, Pillsbury one, buy whatever brand you want. I've let it sit out for about 10-15 minutes. We're just gonna roll it out real quick. And then another little secret, I like to take my rolling pin and just kind of go one quick roll all the way around, just to kind of stretch it out just a little bit. Then we're gonna literally fold this over and pie plate here in this. Then halfway over, put it so the crust is up at the top. and then over. And this way, we're going to push it down on the sides. All right, and then we've got enough left over on the sides to connect the top of the pie crust. So now we're ready to put the filling in here. So let's do that. Okay, so now, there we go. Oh, I wish you could smell it. It just smells amazing. You want it nice and full. We'll just kind of take our wooden spoon and there we go. Make sure it stays inside the pie crust. All right, and now we are ready to put the top of the pie crust on. And then we're gonna bake it in the oven, 375 for 45 minutes or until the top is a nice golden brown or starts to bubble. Then we know we're done. We are ready to put the top on. I also just left it out for about 10-15 minutes, rolled it out like the bottom. I'm gonna kind of put this over the top. We need a little bit of crust on each side. Like I said, I rolled it on the rolling pin just to give it a little bit more length. So now we're gonna take the top and fold it under all the way around, just like this. Okay, so I rolled it under and then I'm kind of smushing it down on top. Now everybody does this part different. I simply take my thumb and my finger, just kind of pinch it together and kind of twist as I do it. I roll the pie pan with me, with my left hand as I do it, and just keep squishing down thumb and finger. And I don't just do it once. And as I'm kind of smushing it down, I'm kind of doing it to the top of the pie plate to kind of get it to stick to the pie plate. And then I go around a second time and I just turn a little bit more with my index finger as I'm putting my thumb in with my index finger. And just kind of going down like that, all right? Now you can make, be creative or just make a few slits, but we're gonna make a few slits. Okay, let's get this delicious chicken pot pie in the oven. I will see you in about 45 minutes. Who's ready to see the homemade chicken pot pie? Let's get it out. I wish you could smell how delicious it smells. There it is. Now we'll let it cool for a second and cut it in just a minute. All right, we are ready to try it. Crust is flaky. Oh, I wish you could smell it. Tastes delicious. Now at this point, hit that subscribe button. Thanks for tuning in.